into darkness, into danger, into storms that rip the night. Don't give in, don't give up, but give thanks for the glorious fight. You can tremble, you can fear it, but keep your fighting spirit alive. Boys, let the shiver of it sting you, fling into battle, spring to your feet. Boys, never hold back your step for a moment. Never doubt that your courage will grow. Hold your head even higher, and into the fire we go. Are there mountains that surround us? Are there walls that block the way? Knock 'em down, strip 'em back, boys, and forward and into the fray. Into terror, into valor, charge ahead, no, never turn. Yes, it's into the fire we fly, and the devil will burn. Someone has to raise the valley, rush in, we have to rally and win. Boys, when the world is saying no to my God, you know you've got to march on. Boys, never hold back your step for a moment. Never doubt that your courage will grow. Hold your head even higher, and into the fire we go. Let the lightning strike, let the flash of it shock you. Choke your fears away, pull as tight as a wire. Let the fever spike, let the force of it rock you. Have our day sailing into the fire. Land ho! Someone has to face the valleys, rush in, we have the valleys and win. Boys, when the world is saying no to my God, you know you've got to march on. Boys, never hold back your step for a moment. Alive, or your courage will grow. Yes, it's higher and higher, and into the fire we go. Into fire. Onward.
Jackie Florence.
Perfect. And as a producer, what are some of your duties here?
Some of the duties that I do as a producer is I get together with the director and the staff that they choose to put together their show, and I coordinate. And when we decide what we want to do as far as set, costumes, music, all of the things that have to do with the show, we decide upon a budget. Now, we just more or less, because we are community theater and we don't have a lot of money, we take a look at what we can do with what we've already got and maybe what it is that we want to do to enhance or something new. And that's what I do, is just coordinate and make sure that there's money for the things that we want to do to produce the show.
So how did the Terrace Playhouse start?
The Terrace Plaza Playhouse started because my cute little mom wanted a theater, and she got in her car and traveled around finding buildings that could maybe house a theater. And she found this old dilapidated grocery store that was actually it was the people who are the councilmen that were the councilmen at the time for Washington Terrace came and told her about the building, and that's why she came and looked at it and brought her good friend Lloyd Perry with her and said, what do you think? Can this building be turned into a theater? And they determined that it could. And lucky for her, she's got a husband who supported her, and they were able to pull their finances so that they could get the money together to buy the building. And that's how the theater began.
What kind of marketing and advertising do you do?
Seriously, we don't do near what we should be doing, and that is again tied into money, because some of the things that we tried, we have in the past had radio spots, we've had television spots, we've paid for ads in newspapers and found that it was very, very costly. Lucky for us, we're still here because of word of mouth. We've done a lot of productions that a lot of people have been in, and for instance, if we have a show with 50 people, they turn and tell their family and friends that they're in a show. And so 19 years later, we're still here mostly because of word of mouth. We do have a website now, we're even on Facebook, but we have a big community of friends that know that we're here, and they're the ones that have kept the doors open.
What is some advice you have about starting a community theater?
My advice is, you've got to decide this is really what you want to do. I don't think there's a lot of money necessarily in community theater. I think if I had to depend upon what I make, which is zero, I couldn't make it. But at the same time, this theater, I think, is based more on heart. We're a group of people that really like each other. In fact, we love each other, and we're a family. And I think the reason why our theater is successful is because there's just a kindness here and a love for theater. And we're really, really careful with where we put our money. We think long and hard before we buy things, but we try to get the most for our buck. But I really think if you're going to think about theater, you got to do it because you love it.
Name?
My name is Sherry Folkman.
And what do you do here at the Terrace Plaza Playhouse?
Well, right now I'm the assistant director to the Christmas Carol, but most often I'm in the plays themselves.
All right, and what do you do as an assistant director?
Just about anything the director asks me to do. I have certain scenes that I direct myself, and I help with the auditions and the costuming and blocking and whatever the director needs.
Perfect, thank you.
Hi, my name is Mason, and I'm in charge of props. And my job is to make sure that all of the props are in the right place at the end of the night, and to make sure none of them are broken or anything, and make sure that everyone knows which prop is assigned to which person. And with the set, I make sure that everyone knows where they're going, who's in charge of what set piece, and I'm in charge of making the list and hanging it on the wall. And it's very self-explanatory, and that's basically it.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Kaylani Jensen, and I am the costumer.
All right, so what do you look for when you're costuming a show?
Color, style, time period, and fit.
All right, and where do you get all your lovely costumes?
Right here at the Terrace Plaza Playhouse. We make some of them, and then we just have some in stock, and of course the show, we have a lot for this show.
Name?
Lauren Bailey.
And what is your favorite part of Christmas Carol?
Having all the costumes.
You keep Christmas in your way, let me keep it in mine.
But you don't keep it.
Let me leave it alone then. Which good man are you? What?
What is your name?
Kim Florence.
And what do you do here at the Terrace Plaza Playhouse?
I do acting stuff.
And what do you like about acting?
Well, sometimes it's not fun, but most of the time you get to play a part of someone that you probably aren't anything like, and it's to help the audience go on a trip that they haven't been before and take them someplace where their emotions are moved, and that's not very nice. And they get to enjoy a different time zone or a different place or a different feeling than they're used to. And that's why I do.
Perfect. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Morgan Lynch.
And what do you do here?
I do the ticket sales and answer the phone. I put all the programs together for the different plays we do here.
Very cool. Thank you.
Welcome.
Leah Jones.
And what do you do here?
I serve concessions at the Washington Terrace Plaza Playhouse.
Perfect. And what are your duties?
My duties are greeting customers as they come up to purchase the candy and the drinks, ask what they would like, listen to what they want, give them what they want, and tell them how much they owe, and then take their money and give them change, and wish them a good day.
My name is Mindy Green, and I'm a choreographer, I guess.
Yes, let's do this.
Okay, so what do you do?
I teach people how to dance.
And how do you do that?
I do it by teaching them each count, like
Very
one
cool.
by one, I guess.
How long have you been dancing for?
Over 10 years.
Hi, my name is Don Wilhelm.
Perfect. And what do you do here?
I do lighting design and sometimes sound and other technical aspects.
Perfect. And how do you and the director come together to form an idea for a play?
Usually the director has an overall vision of what he or she is looking for in the production, and then kind of shares those ideas with the set designer, costume designer, lighting designer, and it usually takes place in a production meeting. At least that's how it works here at this community theater. And different directors have different ways of working. Some are looking for more ideas from the lighting designer or costumes or whatever, but a lot of them have a general, basic, overall vision of what they would like to accomplish in the production. And then we, as a lighting designer, after I get a chance to see some designs on the scenic or sets, then try to come up with some ideas that will help the audience pull focus or create moods or motivation, and help move the production and tell the story.
My name is Annalyn Christensen, otherwise known as P. Annie.
And what do you do here?
I'm a musical director currently for Urinetown.
Perfect. And what does that entail?
It entails me teaching the music of the show to all of the different members of the cast, leads and chorus alike, and determining what kind of sound I want from them and manipulating their bodies to get that sound.
Perfect. And what's your favorite part of being a musical director?
My favorite part is most likely being able to teach people who haven't had the chance to have like private one-on-one lessons with an actual personal vocal coach, and be able to work with them one-on-one and give them their own personal lesson once in a while so that they can work to have a better voice and be able to progress in future shows and have maybe better parts or maybe better opportunities because of the things that I teach them.
Freedom, run.